Well, there's nothing much you can do about the weight of expectations once you've finished making the film, and so the last few months have actually been really pleasurable, and you have to kind of seal yourself off from the white noise of everybody, speculating about what the movie might be or what might happen afterwards, and just get on with making the film. So, and because I've been really excited to show people it's been great. I've really enjoyed it. The tough part was shooting it, which was really tough of 8 months of. Because there were injuries and illnesses and so many different countries to shoot in, and the schedule kind of got longer and longer, and the release date got closer and closer. So that was tricky.
One of the very interesting plot lines is about surveillance.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're over-monitored, we're over-monitored in this country, in the world?
Personally, I do, yeah. In the world, I couldn't comment. I feel like there's a great danger that we lose all privacy, yes. And I think that, it's, of course, a very good argument that the government sometimes and MI5 make about the need for surveillance in terms of, the prevention of terrorism. However, that doesn't mean that everyone should be treated equally, and everyone should be equally guilty or treated as if they are guilty before proven innocent. And so I think it's something that I managed to get into the film that I feel quite strongly. But the reality is now, you have there was a time, wasn't there, when Bond was simply accepted that MI6 were the good guys, and that there was no question about that. But now the public is ambivalent about surveillance and about Secret Service and about security services generally, both national and international. And so I felt it necessary that we split the security services in two in this movie. One of the sides of that debate is animated through Andrew Scott's character C, who's the head of MI5 and believes in surveillance and believes in drones and not putting people on the ground. And the other side of that debate is Ralph Fiennes and M and, of course, Bond, who believe in looking a man in the eyes before you kill them. And that's something I feel very strongly. And I felt it necessary to do that because it's not just accepted that he's the good guy anymore.
One of the reasons possibly that Bond has continued for so long is its ability to reinvent itself. Can you imagine a time when there is a black Bond, a female Bond?
Can I imagine? Of course you can imagine anything. Do I think about it personally? No. I think in a way one of the things that you have to focus on when you're making a Bond movie is, I'm a filmmaker. I make one movie. Other people are responsible for the franchise, and sometimes you can get the two things confused. My job is to make this one story, and this is my Bond, and this is my absolute commitment, to the audience and to the people who are going to go to the cinema and see the movie over the next few months. The rest of it is in the hands of other people. And I think that it can be taken a little too seriously. And I also think that, what you need to remember is that all of this, the debate, the excitement over it, I think Bond should be this, I think Bond should be that. That's part of the joy of what Bond is. Bond is a myth. It's owned by its audience. It's owned by particularly the UK and the people who love it here. And it's really a homegrown thing. And I think it's something to be celebrated, and that people have opinions about it. It can be taken a little too seriously sometimes.
You said one film, so is that no more for you?
Well, I made the mistake last time of saying, well, I wouldn't do it, and then I did it. So this time I think, it'll take 6 months, and the worst time, really, to answer those questions is 2.5 days or whatever it is since I finished the film. Suddenly I'm having to think about another one. And I think it's unlikely because I think, I really feel like this is it's a complete, a pair of movies. And it's really... I'm really happy I did this one, but it was really hard work to begin with, and I think also, there are other things that I love and I'd like to do.